Dear students, beat the clock and crack the test. Exams ultimately reward discipline, but above all, they reward those who race against time. In every examination, the true test is not merely whether a student can answer questions, but whether they can answer them within a fixed time. This distinction, often overlooked, is what separates good performances from great ones. Time-bound proficiency is a skill that demands deliberate practice, and the most reliable way to sharpen it through weekly timed mock tests. Sitting down once or twice a week with past papers, following the exact marks to time ratio, and completing the entire paper without interruptions give students the closest simulation of the real exam environment. What follows may be the most crucial step: evaluating the paper with uncompromising honesty. Every mistake in such practice tests falls into one of three categories: a knowledge gap where the concept itself is not understood, an accuracy gap where the student knows the concept but commits avoidable errors, and a speed gap where answers are correct but too slow. Reducing these categories one by one dramatically improves exam readiness. Mock tests and previous year's papers must be scrutinized with seriousness, not as optional odd ones. These papers often reveal patterns that hardly change year after year. Once these patterns are understood, the next discipline is time allocation. Students should divide exam time in proportion to marks. For a 100-mark paper scheduled for 180 minutes, a 20-mark question must ideally receive 1/5 of the total time, around 36 minutes. In practice, easier questions naturally consume less time, giving students a buffer of roughly 10 minutes for revision at the end. These are the tips to score the highest mark, 100 out of 100, in the board examination. So kindly 10, 11 and 12 children during examination follow these tips. Thank you very much.